Hey folks, Species 7 here. How's everybody doing today on this fine Sunday? So we're back in Downville Farm, or Maple Tree Farm, I guess. My apologies. Downville's actually the 2011 map I'm playing in my other Let's Play. So we're here at Maple Tree Farm. And, yeah, I know it's nighttime. I don't really like doing these at night. Not a very good sky dome on this particular one. It's really showing its grayscaling. But anyway, I realize it's the middle of the night. I hate doing these when it's dark, these episodes, but I'm actually advancing time. I've got it at 120x because I want the 3 fields that we have to hopefully ripen pretty quick. So this one should come up first. And then we can harvest it and start making ourselves some money. Yeah, having issues the last time with trying to get the water filled into the animals' troughs. So I looked and I really couldn't find an actual explanation of it. I couldn't find anybody that was doing a video that included the water mod. The only thing I did find is that when I went back and looked at the milk trailer, that was one of the things you had to download. It was one of the few things that didn't come in the map. It showed that it also would carry water and deliver water. So I spent a couple hours before I logged in to record and did just that. I went and picked up the milk thing, which of course was way the heck down at the store, and hauled it up to the water tower, and I filled it up, and then I went to the animal farm, and come on. Oh, anywhere but, right? There we go. Came back up here to the animal farm. You know, if I'd alt-tabbed, it would have gone automatically to that one. Here's our poor lone cow. Yeah, I know, dude. I'm trying, believe me. But don't be pissed at me. God, I really tried, dude. I really did. Huh. Of course, I didn't try actually coming in here and seeing if you could dump water right in the trough. Huh. Alright, well, we're gonna try that. But yeah, I found out that I could empty a good portion of it into the pig thing, which is great because now it's completely full. And yeah, into here. And okay, I guess it'll only show me if I'm actually so I figured out this has got to be a manure thing, because the longer the game runs, see, the number just went up again, but I obviously can't add anything there. See, there's my water trailer. I tried this one and eventually got to a point where it said didn't accept water. That's fair enough. So the only thing I haven't actually tried, I even drove it all the way through the pig thing. Now this tank says it's full, and I think without a tractor or something that'll show the thing, it won't actually tell me so. But I tried everything I could to here, but I'm thinking this is manure as well, because you'll see fill level 156. So yeah, we have 1 cow. So what we're gonna try here, the nice thing is that we really don't, in all honesty, need to panic about this. I don't think. I don't know how many of those pigs are actually ours, or if they're real, or whatever, you know what I mean? But they do seem to be producing manure, and I did manage to fill that water tower. So I'm going to try one thing here. I know I still have water in this, so let's see if I'm still running it. I'm just gonna put the time down to normal for a moment, and I'm gonna go see if I can get into that cow trough. And like I say, these wouldn't allow me to do anything. Now this tower is completely full, I believe, because it stopped and it said there is enough water for your animals for 6 days. Now, I'm assuming that's the pigs, because that's the pigs' trough. I don't see how that could supply water for the cattle. Or if it does, where in fact are the water troughs? Because I don't see anything that has water in it. Alright. Now, I don't mean to scare you, Mr. Cow. I just want to go in here and see if I can actually do anything. It's not saying that it won't accept water yet. So, keypad 8 is pipe. Alright. It's not actually pointing the right way. I hope that isn't an issue. 9 and B. Oh, well, that's really kind of... what the hell? Alright. Yeah, that ain't right. So, because if nothing else... Oops. If nothing else, it's going to be on the wrong side to do any good. So, do I really have to go all the way through here? Turn this horrible thing around and go back. Like I say, it's not a panic. If we don't figure it out right now, I'm just going to give up on it. And water is not accepted here. See, now that we're on the side that delivers water, it tells me that that ain't where it goes. Okay, fair enough. Hey, I just wanted to know. Now, is it going to tell me water is not accepted here as well? Because if that's the case, then I get a feeling all we have to do is keep that big tower fed. Well. Alright. Let's try and get through the gate. In all honesty, after going from the water tower to here, and picking up the water tank and doing all that crap, I was pretty much at a point where I was thinking about using a different map. Now this is a multiplayer map, so you'd expect that would mean the fields are big, right? But it's just, it's the way the map is laid out. Like, I literally had to play for probably a good hour before I could come on and record. Not that I mind, I like the game, but not to get ahead or not to make any money or get our crops further along, but just merely driving point A's to point B's. Like, I needed a sprayer for fertilizer. Well, so I had to drive a tractor from the farm to the store, and then from the store back down to the farm. And of course I had the thing with this wagon here and having to go up to the water tower and then back down. But yeah, I spent literally an hour just driving from point A's to point B's. So that part of it I don't really like. And that, I suppose, would be okay too. But the roads are so claustrophobic. You cannot see turns in advance. Everything comes up on you right away. There's just, it's all done like that. I don't know that even in multiplayer that would be enjoyable. Every entryway and exit is as narrow as it's allowed to be that a basic vehicle will pass through it. So that's a real hassle as well. You know. I don't mind things having a level of difficulty, as long as they're not difficult just for the sake of being frickin' difficult, okay? That I tend to find a little bit upsetting, so, yeah. I think I just want to get this trailer a little more up and out of the way than where it is. So, if I can't pull along here, nice. I think that'll do. It's not in the way of anything. Cool. And again, because God help us, there was a clear space there. We had to put trees up. You don't get to see anything. That's the other thing. Every single field, I've had to go and run a strip or two around the outside edge before I could hire. Because again, every, and not just some like in Hagenstadt, but every field is completely surrounded with trees, bushes, whatever, something that will hang up vehicles. So again, yeah, perhaps because it's a multiplayer that doesn't matter so much, you've got more people to, supposedly, I guess, to do your fields, but for a single player, not so good. Well, that's alright, that just means we're gonna have to, see, again, you know, you can't ever just turn around behind anything either. Alright, so I'm gonna have to start him off on this field completely blind, because the internal view is bloody awful in these harvesters. And there's my external view. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay, that'll work, yeah. I think I'm far enough over. Oh, we'll just look from the side. Oh, wait, we can't. Oh, look, one angle is clear. Nice, but it's the angle that doesn't show me where the end of the bloody barrel thing is. Oh, come on, up, 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 up. You weren't quite right. That would have just screwed us up. There we go. Now, as soon as these are ripe, we should be good to go. Hopefully that's not going to take much longer. How close are we here? Growing, ooh, dark, dark blue, this one. So this is one stage away from being ready. So, what do we got? 48,000. So I'd like to get some grass cut up by that other farm. But, oops, 9 won't do it. Maybe P will. So grass cutting equipment, huh? Harvesters, new. Come on, you can do it. Nope, mowers, alright. So about your Eurocat, okay. So 28, 38, so yeah, about 30 something thousand for those. And we would probably, yeah, we're gonna need 100k to get ourselves a good forage wagon as well. So, although I do think that I also have some forage wagons included in here somewhere. Hey, there's a mower, yeah. One blade of grass at a time. Oh, I think that's the gear that came with the that pack from Giants. We have to buy our pig trailer. Cool. And nope, I guess not. Alright. Huh. Okay, well, that's fair. That's fair. Let's whoop time up a little bit. Get these darn fields to ripen off. Ugh, can't stand it. You can't get any camera angle that's not stuck in the frickin' trees. So yeah, I even had a look at other maps, and there are some decent ones out there. I kind of want to learn the pig mod and the water mod and the milk mod and all that, so I wasn't anxious to dump that, because there's some gorgeous maps that are basically, you know, basic maps that have nicely laid out fields, nicely laid out farms, biogas is close, yada yada, but they don't have any extras that weren't in the first walkthrough or the second walkthrough or any map or anything else. The few I found that did would have been, you know, remove a bunch of different mods I already have in place to make sure, because they were known to have conflicts, and then download a bunch of mods from other sites that I don't particularly like going to, and yada yada yada. So I decided, you know what, if all else fails, this has got to be better than the way I've spent the last 3 days. No matter how hard this farm is to work, it's got to be better than what I've tried to do the last 3 days. Because today you were not supposed to be seeing Farming Simulator 2013. I was going to introduce the game that finally arrived, my Agricultural Simulator 2013 Gold Edition. Well, thank you, UIG, you buggers, and even more so Actologic, the production company for the game. It is as buggy as anything UIG has ever produced, even though the Gold Edition is coming out damn near a year after original release of the game. Not only is it buggy, but they've now included a rather heavy DRM system, where you must create an account, log into your site, and then log into the game. Alright, well, went through all that crap, waited for them to send. Yeah, you gotta get an email confirmation before you can go. So yeah, the first time you light up the game, you don't get to play. Okay, you get to go and register at the website, wait for email confirmation, and then you know how all that goes. Alright, so I did that. The tutorial crashed on the second stage of the tutorial out of 8 or 9 stages that there is. Alright. Then the game crashed when I tried to load the save that had gotten me that far. So I started from scratch. I got one tutorial further, the game crashed. I changed compatibility mode. I made it compatible with Windows 7. Game ran a little further till I got to plowing the field. Then, as soon as you would click the hookup on the back of the tractor, your plow would leap up into the air and proceed to run down the field all by itself. But your tractor actually showed it as being attached. You could raise and lower, but of course there was nothing on there, nor would it actually plow. If you attempted to approach the plow, either on foot or on the tractor, it would just keep moving and wouldn't allow you to hook up, because in that game it's not a matter of pressing Q as you go whizzing by like it is in Farming Simulator. You have to click an attach point on both vehicles and then they will attach. So yeah, I reloaded the game, and then the plow bounced into the tractor and started flipping it over. I reloaded the game and it crashed because it won't reload from a save. So I was a little fed up at that point, and I went to thinking about, well, maybe there's a patch, and sure enough there was. For some reason the game didn't patch when you loaded it. So I found that there was a separate file to activate auto-patching. So I did that. Well, sure enough, next time I opened up the game, a patch is available. I'm thinking, great. Well, it took it 3 hours to download a 300 meg patch. Now I can download a 3.5 gig file in 20 minutes, but no, it took it 3 hours. Okay. It took it another half hour to install. It installed it, got to the end, went patch failed. Okay, I tried again. Yep, in fact I tried 3 times. So that's 9 hours of downloads, that's 3 hours of installs, and that's 3 patch failed. So, at this point, I'm even less happy than I was before. So, yeah. So, I launched the game, and surprisingly, it doesn't tell me a patch is available. It shows me that it is version 1.16. And that's what the patch was supposed to take it up to. And I'm thinking, hey, okay, the patch didn't fail, it worked. So I launched the game, and it comes up, please enter your serial number. So I re-enter my serial number, and 5 times in a row it tells me that serial number has already been used. It no longer works. So, yeah. Their support site, basically, Actologic support site is not finished. And, of course, UIG, you have to deal with Google translating from German to English and hope you can find what you need. And I can pretty much assure you, you will not. So what happens? What the hell? This isn't harvesting. Oh, is this not actually ripe? It looks ripe. So yeah, oh, it's not. I've actually uninstalled the game from my machine after pre-ordering it a month ago, waiting that whole month for it to come out, doing the download, doing all of that crap. Like I said, going through 2 days, 9 hours of downloading, patching, and no, it frustrated me to the point where I had decided I wasn't going to bother. I wouldn't even support UIG any longer to the point of buying games, but quite frankly, I like Farming Giant. Alright, so I decided what I'm going to do. If there are games of UIGs that work to the point where I can actually play them, like I can play Farming Simulator 2000 or Ag Simulator 2012, but I can't record it because as soon as I kick on Fraps, the engine stops running. And no, it's not because I'm shy of resources. I got 16 gigs of RAM, I got a 2 gig 640 GTX video card, blah blah blah, so it ain't that. So I can't record it, but I do still play it, and I do like Farming Giant. There's no point doing a Let's Play because it's not a spectator sport. Believe me, I tried, so have many people. So yeah, I decided what I'm going to do is I am not ever going to show another UIG product on YouTube, because that's free advertising for a company that quite frankly has ripped me off money for Mining and Tunneling Simulator, has ripped me off money for Agriculture Simulator 2011. 2012 doesn't really run worth a damn. I'm glad I didn't buy Historical. It looked cool, but I don't know, everybody had issues, and 2013 is a buggy piece of garbage. So, yeah, that's it. They certainly have had their time of earning free advertising out of my YouTube Let's Plays. Not that there's a lot of people that watch, so it's not like I'm really going to be ripping them of a lot of, revenues or anything, but hey, that's what they are going to get. So, yeah. And as for this one, well, I'm going to try and figure out, hopefully before it gets critical and all of our pigs or cow or whatever fold up and croak on us, just how to get the water mods and all that stuff working. And yeah, I'll work it out. We'll figure it out. And I'm going to try and stick with this map as much as a pain in the butt as it is. I mean, even to the point, just to get to the next field, I am going to have to put this thing back on the trailer. I'm going to have to hook it back up, and then I'm going to have to go all the way around this side, because I can't go back through the farm directly, because the harvester won't fit pulling a trailer. There's too many tight corners. So, yeah. It's going to take me probably 15 minutes of real time just to get the harvester to the next field. Yeah, the next field, by the way, is just on the other side there. Ooh, I might actually be able to just sneak it through the bushes. Ha! There you go. But yeah, if I was to use roads, I'd actually have to go all the way out that end, all the way around the farm, back in the other end, all the way down that road and up. It's just crazy. So, but we'll figure it out. And this is just not going to harvest off with any sort of rapidity. So, I don't know. I might just call this a short episode. But anyway, for anyone that is watching, I really do advise, don't buy Agricultural Simulator 2013. It looks phenomenal, and as always with UIG's Ag Sim games, they could be so much. They could put Farming Simulator to absolute shame. But until they can figure out how to make them run a tenth as smooth as this game does, I don't know. I can't see it. So, next time we are going to harvest. We're going to make ourselves a ton of freaking money and see how much trouble we can get into. But until then, take care of yourselves. Thanks for listening to my rant, and this has been Species 7. Ciao for now.